everybody, it's Rachel with Rachel Q Stitches and welcome to my channel. Today is Tuesday, April 20th, 2021, and this is FlossTube number 16, I believe. If you're new to my channel, thank you for dropping by. If you are a regular, thank you for coming back. And if you're not subscribed, think about doing that. I would appreciate it. That way you can, if you like it. If you don't like me and you think, ugh, she's kind of annoying, don't subscribe. Don't worry about it. I won't be offended. But if you do like it, I'd ask that you subscribe, like, share, comment, all the stuff that people say for you to do in their videos. But thank you for coming back. So this week, it might be a little short, depends on how chatty I get. I didn't do a whole lot. Not much has been going on. I feel I have a headache. I have been having back spasms since Saturday night. I couldn't sleep Saturday night, woke up Sunday, couldn't do it. I try not to take muscle relaxers because they make me nauseated, and the pain was already making me nauseated, and I just didn't feel like being nauseated anymore. So I didn't take anything. I just took that big fat Advil they give you at the emergency room from your doctor, and that kind of helped, but oh, it just, I haven't been sleeping. Finally, last night, I thought I should put the TENS unit on this thing. And I did, and that helped a little bit. But I haven't been sleeping. So I'm a little tired. I am on my third cup of coffee, which I never do. So I'm a little jittery now, but hopefully I'll wake up soon. But I'm doing my video. So anyway, what have I been working on? Well, I have been working on Joyeux Noel by Susan Ake on the Aurifil website. It is a free chart. If you've been here very long, you will know that I do a lot of free charts. I buy a lot of charts, but I seem to stitch more free charts than I do paid. I don't know. But anyway, Joyeux Noel. It is done in honor of my mom. I started on her birthday, and I'm hoping to finish by my birthday, but it does not look like that's going to happen. So anyway, so I didn't get much done this week at all. Like this little ribbon here has been stressing me out. Just because, you know, it's like two stitch. I'm realizing full coverage. I could never do it with the little 2 stitches here and there. Nope. I like things like this. This is what I've done so far. Her charts are very hard to read, so that is another reason why I'll just do a little bit. They're done in color, and according to her chart, there are 4 different reds, and on the chart, I cannot make out the difference between the 4 reds. So they're all done in 1 red. I am using DMC conversion on, I believe this is 20 count Ada from Hobby Lobby. So that's what I'm doing it on. Right there. Yeah, I love her charts. They're beautiful. They're just so hard to read. And then last week was the last week for the Riolis Sow on Instagram. I am doing Feline Family. My mom loved cats. My daughter loves cats. My son loved cats for the longest time, but he has dogs now. So this is this right here. And so I finished it. I posted my results, and I did get noticed that I did qualify for the prize, and the prize was for everyone who liked the original post, shared the original post, tagged Riolis, used the hashtag, and updated every week would get a free chart. There you go. They contacted me and asking for my address, and they'll be sending you my free chart. So there you go. So this is everything I've done. The sow started January 13th, ended on April 14th. And this is what I've gotten done. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I do like their wool acrylic blend. It covers beautifully. Their charts are very, I mean, I think a beginner could do it, but there are some where it's like 1 thread, half stitch, 1 thread, full stitch, 2 threads, blended, 2 threads. So it's very, very complex. So I am putting this chart aside for a little while. just to take a break from it. You know, there's things I'm realizing in my stitching. I don't like huge charts. Like I love Joyeux Noël and I do want to finish it, but I probably would have been better doing each little person, each day of Christmas different than the big thing. But I don't like huge charts. So, but this is the realist. And this is huge to me. Like, I don't think I could ever do a hate. I keep looking at them and I'm thinking, no. But they're beautiful. But this is it. So, if I did another realist chart, which I'm getting a free one in the mail, so I might end up doing it, I would sub the fabric. I have another page left. This is one page right here. This is about 3/4 of a page, and then there's another page. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna have an inch on either side, and then there's another page at the bottom, you know, row of pages. That makes me nervous. You know, I give myself 3 to 4 inch border all the way around, just because I don't like being caught off guard toward the end of my stitching. I did see one lady where she starts at the middle. I think it might be City Stitch. I don't think she goes across, but she starts in the middle and goes up. I think I would start at the middle, go up, and go across to make sure that I had enough. But that is the realist, and like I said, I'll put that aside for a little while just to give myself a break and maybe start something new. I don't know. Anyway, Calico Confectionery, America. I love this chart. This little edging thing, can't think of what they're called, banners, are repetitive, and I got to the 4th one and realized I had been repeating the wrong thing, but I said, you know what, it's staying. It is staying. This is done on 18 count that are coffee tea dyed. This is the bottom. I am using Thrift Store Floss. I do believe most of it's JP Coats, some of the newer colors. My husband looked at it and he says, I love the color of the red and the blue. It's you know, it just kind of has that vintagey vibe to it. So that is it right there. I don't think I'm going to get all those charts that I pulled from Americana April done. But if I can get this thing done, I will be happy. If I can get at least 2 done by 4th of July, I'll be happy. So this is it right here. I like her charts. Easy to read. 4 colors, 5 colors. 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. Beautiful. And then I don't remember if I showed y'all this or not, but I started the Serendipity Charity Stitch Along by Fat Quarter Shop. I had started it and did not like stitching on navy blue Aida. I'm using 14 count that I inherited from my mom. It was the perfect size, like a 1/2 inch shirt all the way around, but that was for the borders. Perfect size. I started stitching it and I hated my stitches, looked terrible. It was hard. I stitch in hand. For small projects, I stitch in hand. For larger projects, I do put in a hoop or a Q-snap. Just mainly to wrangle the fabric. Mainly, that's why I do it. But the small ones, I stitch in hand and I enjoy it. So I was stitching this in hand and it was just terrible. So when I finished Riolis and I took it out of the Q-snap, I thought, well, let me try to put this in and see what it does. And it's so much easier with the Q-snap. You can see through the holes. I put a piece of white paper underneath on my lap. And then I have a portable light that shines right on the piece. So I can see the white underneath and I can see the holes. So this is what I've done. I've been trying to do a block a day. I'm behind. They're already on the 3rd row. So every morning I wake up and I stitch a block. And I figure if I do that much, you know, maybe I'll catch up. You know, I won't be too far behind. But I really like it. I thought about doing the quilt along, but I don't like piecing little small pieces when I quilt, when I sew. So that's not gonna happen. But this is it. So I, you know, got this done. I had done the first block when I decided that I could not stitch this in hand. So there it is. Serendipity. This is free on the Fat Quarter Shop. It is a charity stitch along. They are asking that you make a donation to the Make-A-Wish. I believe it's, you know, somewhere in Texas. The Make-A-Wish, maybe mid-Texas. So anyway, so that's it right there. Serendipity. Okay. And I am using the call for DMC, which I know everybody's kind of like, really, Rachel? Wow. So that's what I stitched. But I did do some more stuff. So if you remember last week, I showed a piece of fabric that I dyed using fabric paint. And one of the things that I'm trying to do, a focus on this channel is helping people understand that you don't have to buy the hand-dyed. You don't have to buy this. You don't have it. Stitch what you can afford. You know, there's beautiful things out there. The America charts I paid $5 for. They were an instant download. You know, the Riolas kit I bought on clearance at Hobby Lobby, which I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, for $8. You know, so, you know, go on stash unloading sites, download freebies from artists you like. You know, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money. I use a lot of thrift store floss. I know not everybody can find that kind of stuff, but one thing that it's taught me is that I can substitute colors and be perfectly okay with it. And I don't know why I even question that, because I do it in quilting all the time. So last week I showed that I had bought some Aida off of Amazon, I believe, and it is called Kato, I believe, and I'll put a link down below for that. It is an 18 count Aida. It was a yard, and I think I paid under $20 for it. I'm not too sure. I know that Stitching by the Shore talks about it, so I decided to dye it and just see what would happen. So last week I showed you this, that I got this haul, and I decided to use this Tulip Soft Paint. Now what I do, and I did discuss this a little bit last week, is I wet the fabric, I put some water in the bottom of a little cheap plastic container, squirt some paint in, swish it around real good, and dunk my fabric. So this is it right here. Now it is stiff because I did it yesterday, and it needs to be washed, but you have to wait 72 hours. So after 72 hours I will wash it, and it'll become soft, and I'll iron it, and it'll be fine. So this is probably the side I'll use. I'll probably use this side because it's darker and it's what I wanted. So I just dunk it, swish it around, you know, and I think it came out good. The brown's a little rosy, you know, it's got a pink tint to it. So I'm not quite sure what to do about that, but I'm not terribly, you know, I don't hate it. So these are the fabrics I picked. The fabrics, oof, these are the flosses I picked. It calls for one aqua. It's, I can't see. It's a Weeks Dye Works color. I haven't decided which one I want to use out of these three. I think I'm going to go probably more with this one, and then these are this is a navy, in case you can't tell. It's not black. So these are actually flosses that were, believe it or not, my mom's when she was younger, or my grandmother's. They are Paralester, American Thread Company. They were in a bag with my mom's things. I took them out, and I wound them on bobbins, and I wrote down exactly what brand they were, just, you know, as a reference. So this paint I got on Amazon. I got it at Hobby Lobby. I ordered it on Amazon and it didn't come in, and they're still saying it's going to be shipped and they won't cancel my order. And anyway, so Hobby Lobby had them on sale last week. I bought a pack of them for like $13. So this works pretty good. The last one I did wash it, and none of the color came out. So this is going to be this. So I'm excited about starting that soon. Yeah. And then I decided, let me see what would happen if I were to dye some thrift store floss. So this kind of goes along with my, you know, I know a lot of people like the over dyed. I know a lot of people like, you know, the look of the prim, and I've, you know, just want to show that you don't have to necessarily buy it. I do believe in supporting, but if you can't afford it, don't spend money you don't have. So this is a vintage Coats and Clarks, which I think now is, and this is the color. Y'all, seriously, look at this. Look at this price. Can y'all see that? Her face might be in the way. Look at that price. 5 cents. 5 cents. It's upside down, Rachel. 5 cents. And it is called Devil's Red. $1.41. Well, when I dyed my fabric and I squished it all out and there was still some water with paint in, I dunked this puppy in. So this is what I did. This is the original, and this is what I did to it. I need to rinse it, but like I said, I gotta wait 72 hours because it's still a little stiff right now. But it came out cute. Kind of gives it a prim look, I guess. Over-dyed, variegated. I used the same brown, so there you go. I think it came out cute, cute, cute. Definitely. I had about 10 of these, and these I think I got in a bag, but it makes me laugh because it's the Devil's Red, and I am using color 666 on Joy Noel because I bought a DMC drawer set at a estate sale for $50. $20, sorry, stuffed full of floss, and she had about 15 of the 666s in there. So yeah, so I'm using those in Joy Noel because it calls for a lot. So anyway, I think it came out cute. It's you know, I'm gonna stitch it up and see how I like it. Maybe I'll find like maybe I'll use it on one of my small red samplers that I want to do. So I dyed floss. That's my next thing, is to see what would happen if I use this fabric paint on floss. Different flosses, how it stitches up. I will let you know. I might, like I said, I have to give it 72 hours before I can wash it and get that stiffness out, and we'll see how that goes. I have a small haul. Y'all, excuse me, I got a notification. I got to get rid of that. Okay, now I can see what's happening. I have a small haul. I bought this Sweet Land of Liberty. I mainly went to do this one and this one. A while back, y'all know, remember I showed you those little tarts that I had? So I'm hoping this one fits in there. Don't know when I'll do it, but that's my plan. I also want to do this. I really like that one. And I bought this. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? I love this. Jesus on the Cross is not charted. This is the vintage chart that they made these smaller charts with. But I really like this one right here. So I'm going to do that one day. And the reason I bought those was because I wanted a, I have that Sampler Stitches book. And I believe it is Sassy Jack's Stitchery has a band sampler that you can stitch using that book. And so I bought this 27 count natural linen. I thought it was even weave. Anyway, I've stitched on linen before. It is not my preferred. My preferred is 16, 18, or 20 count Aida. But you can't do very many specialty stitches on those. So that is why I got the linen. But it's going to be a band sampler. So this is the banding. It's got a little pyramid design on it. Anyway, so that's what I got. Not a whole lot. I did wake up. Okay, so the Hobby Lobby clearance. I went last Friday, and they weren't on clearance yet. And so I was like, well, I'll go back, you know, later in the week. How many cross stitchers can there be in my town? Apparently there's a lot, because somebody wiped out everything that I knew was going to be on clearance. I had watched Romantic Tangle, and she gives a pretty good overview of what goes on clearance when it's on clearance in her area, and I had checked everything out that last Friday. It was all still there. It was not marked down. I went this past Friday. It was all gone. Everything that she had said was going to be marked down was gone, including the chart that I really, really, really wanted. I have enough charts. As a kid, I have enough kits. I have enough charts. I have enough. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of bummed, and I was like, oh well, you know, I just won't. I don't need it. If it's not there, I didn't need it. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of bummed, and then there was a stitch along that I wanted to do that was in one of the magazines, but I had kind of missed it, and I had gotten a free week of the Readly app, and I had saved a couple of charts from this stitch along, but some of them were not, I mean, they weren't available because we're just in April, you know what I'm saying? So this morning I woke up and it had a notification, free 2 months. I thought, oh, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sign up. So I signed up for Readly, and I went in there and saved the charts that I wanted. So there's a link below in my description box for Readly, and it'll give you a free month and me a free month if you sign up. So just thought I'd let you know that. It's a great app. I love it. It has a lot of the cross stitch books, magazines that I like, a couple of the quilting ones that I like. They also, you know, they have magazines for everything. So Readly app. I'm not sponsored by them, so I'm not going to go too far into them. Check them out. Get your free week. See if you like it. I also use Libby, which is through my library. And there's actually a Russian cross-stitch magazine on my Libby app, which I thought was really weird. But some cute Russian designs in there. But anyway, just thought to let you know there's a link below. And that's all I got for you today. Anyway, I will see y'all next week. Thanks for joining me. Y'all have a blessed day. May starts soon. I do not have any. I have plans for May, but I will talk about them more probably next week, closer to the beginning of May, about what's either next week or week after next. So y'all have a good day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.